Okay, so check this out. So like 5,000 years ago, the universe does this trippy alignment thing called the convergence. Basically, all 9 realms line up. And then who pulls up? The Dark Elves, creepy pale dudes who look like Hot Topic employees that got lost on their way to Comic-Con. Their leader, Malekith, guy looks like he skipped sleep for 5,000 years. He's like, yo, I got this juice called the Aether. Gonna blow up the galaxy and remake it in my image. Like, brah, chill. But Thor, Odin's daddy, he rolls in like, nah, eyeliner Voldemort, not today. Snatches the Aether right out of Malekith's hands using the Bifrost, and the Asgardians clap the Dark Elves so bad, they literally rage quit into hibernation pods. And since nobody can destroy the Aether, they just lock it away in the universe's sketchiest storage unit. Flash forward to 2012. Loki's dragged into Asgard in chains after his New York. Let's take over Earth's stunt. Odin's like, you're grounded forever. Meanwhile, Thor's out here cleaning up 9 realms, messes with the squad. Sif, Fandral, Volstagg, Hogun. Basically the Asgardian boy band. They smash some marauders in Vanaheim. They win the fight. But Thor, dude still misses girlfriend chick. Dude's simping hard for Jane Foster. And Odin's like, bruh, she's mortal, she'll be dead before brunch. Pick literally anyone else. Meanwhile, Jane's in London, still heartbroken, still sciencing it up. She tries dating this regular dude Richard, straight vanilla latte energy, but Darcy busts in like, girl, forget Farmer John, we got portals. So they pull up to this abandoned warehouse where gravity's acting drunk, like trucks floating, kids tossing bottles into wormholes, stuff disappearing and reappearing, again disappearing, again appearing like, what the heck, dude? Darcy's got her intern, Ian tagging along like comic relief, and Jane, she gets sucked into a portal, wakes up in some sketchy space dungeon on another planet, pokes a creepy vault, and boom, the Aether straight up shoots into her body. Now she's basically walking red goo storage. She passes out, then yoink, teleports back to Earth 5 hours later like nothing happened. Cut to Malekith. Dude wakes up from his billion-year nap. He's cranky as hell. He's like, yo, the Aether's active, time to wreck Asgard. Now Thor comes crashing back into the scene. He's like, yo, Heimdall lost you on the radar. I was worried. Jane's like, slap, you were on Earth fighting aliens and didn't even drop me a DM. Thor's like, my bad, babe. Now cops roll up and try to arrest her for trespassing, but the Aether's like, can't touch this. Thor's like, yeah, so about that weird red juice in you, we gotta go to Asgard. Thor pulls up to Asgard with Jane, right? And Heimdall's like, yo, welcome to Asgard. But Jane girl gets rushed straight to the Asgardian ER because girl's glowing red like a walking lava lamp. The Asgard docs are poking her with magic eye pads like, oh, yeah, this ain't normal. Now Odin storms in all grumpy dad mode like, who brought this mortal chicken to my palace? He's ready to kick her back to Earth, first class on the Bifrost. But a guard touches Jane's wrist and boom, dude gets blasted like he touched the wrong USB port. Odin's like, wait, oh crap, I know that red goo. That's the Aether. He pulls out the book of Yggdrasil like story time with Grandpa, explaining how the Dark Elves almost nuked the 9 realms with it. Jane's just sitting there like, does this book tell how to take this thingy out of me? And Odin's like, nah. Meanwhile, Mama Frigga, she's sitting with Jane like, don't worry, sweetie, I got you. But also Loki visiting Loki in his jail cell, trying to mom shame him into being a better son. And he's just like, nah, I'm good being evil. But yo, Malekith's boy Algrim, dude goes full James Bond, gets captured on purpose, flips on this sketchy elf tech, turns into Curse. Basically, Dark Elf Hulk with spikes, starts a prison riot, frees everyone except Loki, because even villains know he's too messy. Sirens blaring, chaos everywhere, and while everyone's distracted, boom, Malekith sneaks in with his ships. Now it's Battle Royale. Dark Elves blowing up the palace, guards scrambling, and Frigga, she's smart. She sets up a hologram of Jane to trick Malekith. She even squares up, swords out, almost takes him down. But then Curse comes in and stabs her when she refuses to give up Jane. Bro, Frigga goes out like a queen. Thor shows up too late, gets pissed, and blasts Malekith with lightning, leaves his face looking like burnt toast. Malekith dips, Thor's devastated, Odin's broken, even Loki's shook. Funerals, all boats, torches, big dramatic music. Sad vibes, man. Then Odin loses it. He locks Jane up like she's Asgard's most wanted, swearing he's gonna end Malekith himself. Thor's like, nah, pops, your plan's trash, I got this. So what does he do? Bust Loki out of jail. Yeah, Loki, because he knows the secret portals to escape Asgard. Jane sees him, slaps him like that's for New York. Loki smirks, feisty, I like her. Like, bruh, everyone likes her. Now Heimdall's distracting Odin, Sif and the Warriors 3 covering the exit, and Thor, Jane, and Loki jack a Dark Elf spaceship like it's Fast and Furious Asgard Drift. They escape. Jane's barely hanging on because the Aether's eating her alive, and they land in Svartalfheim, a literal wasteland. Malekith shows up, and Loki, oh bro, he cuts off Thor's hand, hands Jane over, and tells Malekith, give me a front row seat to Asgard's destruction. Everyone's like, damn, Loki really did it again. But nah, plot twist, Thor's hand, illusion. Loki's betrayal? Fake. Jane's like, wait, what? Thor's like, all right, time to smash this Aether, calls Mjolnir, hits it with full Thunderstrike combo, but nada. Thing's indestructible. Then Curse shows up, and he's like, Thor, catch these hands. Boom, Thor's getting tossed around like a rag doll. My man's losing bad. But wait, Loki slides an all stabby stab right through Curse's chest, and Curse, he don't even flinch, then grabs Loki and shoves the sword right into himself. Loki's like, see you in hell, sucker. Bam, hits the black hole grenade, and Curse goes implosion mode, poof, dust. Loki's lying there all dramatic, bleeding, looking up at Thor like, bro, I'm sorry for being the god of family trauma. Thor's holding him like, no, not my brother. Loki dies in his arms, all sad music and stuff. Thor and Jane, they're like, well, that sucked. Guess we are lost. Then out of nowhere, Jane's phone rings. Thor's like, wait, you get signal down here? AT&T can't even get me a bar in Asgard. They chase the reception, find a hidden portal, and boom, London, baby. Just like that. Darcy and our intern dude, Ian, they're watching the news like, yo, Selvig's naked at Stonehenge again. Man's running around streaking with equations, gets tossed in the psych ward. They bust him out. So now the squad's assembled. Thor, Jane, Darcy, Ian, and Selvig. Selvig's all, your brother's not coming, is he? Thor's like, Loki's dead. And Selvig's like, oh, thank God. Big brain plan. Malekith's trying to use the convergence to Aether nuke all the realms at once. And where's it gonna peak? Greenwich. Thor's like, let's roll. Next morning, Sky Swiss cheese with portals. Malekith rolls up like, time for eternal darkness. Thor's like, square up. Boom! They're throwing hands in the fight. Oh man, portal chaos. 1 second they're in London. Next second Svartalfheim. Then back on Earth. Then again on Wasteland. Thor throws hammer on Malekith, but it goes to Earth. Now they are in Jotunheim. Thor's probably thinking, bro, I need Google Maps just to keep up. Meanwhile, the science gang's zapping dark elves out of existence with Selvig's portal sticks. Malekith's summoning full-on Aether tornadoes and stuff, yelling Aether's unbreakable, and Thor's like, yeah, but you ain't. He spears him with Selvig's gadgets. Jane teleports his crusty butt back to Svartalfheim, and his busted spaceship falls right on him. Splat. Game over. Portal's closed. World saved. Thor goes back to Asgard. Odin's like, good job, son. You'll be a fine king. Thor's like, nah, pops, crowns ain't my vibe. I got a girl on Earth waiting. Odin's all. Go, my son. But plot twist, Odin ain't Odin. Throws Loki in disguise, smirking like, hey, fooled you again, sucker. Mid-credits. Lady Sif and Volstagg pull up to the Collector with the Aether. Turns out Tesseract and Aether are both Infinity Stones. And Collector's like, 1 down, 5 to go. Post-credits. Jane sitting on Earth. All sad, you know? Then boom, Thor shows up. And they're kissing. Like, man, I wish I had a welcome like that. I'd settle for a little cheek kiss. Or even like a handshake with eye contact, you know? Wow, so that's it. But don't ghost me, okay? So now's the time, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And you have subscribed, right? Right?